Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. I was halfway through recording and then I hit some sort of technical snag and it screwed everything up. So let's start from the beginning. Daily dose of Dynasty Scrolls. I'll try to make this a little bit quicker than the other one was, that's for sure. So, arms race is concluded. Basically, I finished in the top two on the leaderboard, so grabbed some cool stuff, which, gotta love that, right? I finished out my shop. As you can see, you can still buy some stuff if you really wanted to get some additional currency. I've cleaned everything out that I could do. So, in general, I went with, and you can see it for yourself, bought the shards, the relic shards, the epic relic shards. I like relic shards, by the way, if you haven't guessed already. They are tricky little buggers to get. Weapon forge stones. I bought the equipment shards out. I did buy some ultimate refining stones as well. I know I started to buy some of the beasts pills, and of course I was trying to get some of the actual weapon shards. Well, no, I don't think I did weapon shards this time. Yeah, I don't think so. I think I mainly focused on the equipment and the relics, because equipment and relics are where I'm sort of falling behind in terms of what I'd like to do to progress. In terms of this event, I spent most of my currency. If you watch my previous ones, I bought enough of these shards to get out Dongjiao. No, not Dongjiao. Jeez, Dao Chan. I'm sorry I insulted you calling you a fat old man. No, Dao Chan is the one that I got, and yeah, I did buy one of the bigger packages in order to get into the top two, which is fine. Because in hindsight, I thought about it. I said I really wouldn't want to pass up the opportunity to get some pretty cool wings. So I went ahead and built one of the wings. I will need to do some other events to get some additional feathers. Basically, you can see from here, you get the Reliquary of Souls, and you get the Winter's Prison, then you get Thunder's Wrath. And then this is like, yeah. So eventually you can get all of these wings, which is pretty cool. They are aesthetically pleasing, but they do actually give quite a significant boost to stats. I went up about 10 to 12 power, 10 to 12 million power level just by ranking those up. So as you can see, I'm on the cusp of being 100 million, which is pretty cool. Monthly gifts, make sure you're doing your monthly gifts if you have that on your server. As for the little side quest event, that's like a mini event, which we were all waiting for the next one to roll around. Basically, you go in here and you do your team battles. But remember what I said in my previous video, wait for the additional bonuses if you can, if you have the time to do it. Between 12 o'clock and 2 o'clock, which is 12 noon to 2 p.m. in the afternoon, and from 6 o'clock at night till I believe 8 o'clock at night. If you have the chance to do that, you do get some additional goodies. I probably will be trying to do that to get some more volley charms, um, because I've only got 22 of 60, but that's fine. I only did that because I unlocked it just then. So I'd probably be focusing on pushing forward more in side quests to get some legendary shard chances for blitzes. They do appear later on, so I'm definitely going to be pushing towards being able to unlock the chance to blitz legendary shards, particularly because Dao Chan is one of them. So make sure you're doing this for your additional goodies. You get some gold and premium hero tokens. And why not? Moving on, we have the transformation event. I pulled a couple of times, spent all my gold. Not that I had a lot left because of arms race. But yeah, I spent most of my gold here, and I guess we'll cover it in a little bit in depth. So, in order to get the currency, you do your basic dailies. You can get an additional 5 a day for free just from being active and signing in. Of course, you can buy them with your gold ignates. The maximum is 60, so I have 45 remaining. Will I buy the rest of them? Probably, probably. And I'll get into why I think I would invest a little bit in the gold in this scenario early on. Later down the track's potentially not as worth it, but early on, it definitely is a nice additional boost. So yeah, let's just jump into it in depth. So the probability rates are as follows. You have a chance every 20 times you pull to get a 12 paper charm shard. You need essentially 160 shards to get one paper charm. So a paper charm looks like this. And as you can see, it takes 160 of the white shards in order to get it. Now, every nation has their own independent selection of elites or epics and legendaries. Ma Chao, Little Q, which is the bunny girl, Dang Wei, and Dao Chan. Lots of tongue twisting names just then in a row. But as you may have surmised already, you don't necessarily need to run the same faction hero as your avatar. As far as I can see, it doesn't give you a bonus running a warlord in a warlord team. Let me expound upon that. See up here, it just says main, whereas that says warlord, and that says main. So your main just gives your entire team a bonus based on its outfit. Ah, interestingly enough, it also gives everyone a bonus based on its talent. So it's not specific to a faction, is what I'm getting at. Meaning, if you don't want to run a warlord, if you're a warlord team, you can run anything you like, and vice versa. So it opens up the doors to allow for some niche team building. Personally, you can pick the weakness that your team or your nation has. Unfortunately, well, I mean, it's set up this way, but warlords tend to be AoE based heroes. So they still hit pretty hard, but they also depend on consistently hitting multiple targets at the same time and then hitting them with debilitating stats like poison or raise reduction in in the chance of Zhu Jiang. He does raid reduction or silence because of Dao Chan. So they kind of they're more dependent on longer round battles, which is not bad because I mean your combo charms can sort of help to finish off as well and boost stats and yada yada yada. But it would be nice to see if I can run a different nation as my avatar in order to maybe fill that gap. And I'm thinking Dan Way would be pretty cool. Um, yeah, wrong button. Yeah. I don't you just love that when you press the wrong button? So Dan Way would be sort of where I would be leaning to. Of course, you can get some 100, like you get additional attempts for your recharge. So if you want to spend $160, you'll get quite a lot of additional attempts. Um, is it ultimately worth spending gold on in comparison to, say, like guaranteed legendary shards in a limited hero event? No, it's not. Like, that's a fact. Arms race, you can buy some pretty specific things in the arms race for gold. Granted, I probably would not spend gold in the arms race if I could get it for free with the tokens. Um, there's not this game likes you to spend gold. I think we've covered this many times before. So where you at on your character and where you can maximize is sort of where these are the questions you have to ask yourself. Do me spending, you know, 10k gold to get a divine weapon, was that worth it? Well, yeah, it's a divine weapon. But then you realize you need to buy 5 sets of divine weapons, right? So then you kind of think of it too, like you need 5 paper charms to get one legendary avatar. So is it cool that you spend just enough to get one epic avatar? Where else can you get epic avatars? So then that brings you back to the conclusion. If I can get an epic avatar, though it is a very limited selection from here, for 4,000 of these crystals, is it worth me spending 4,000 crystals to get one of these avatars? There's all these questions that only I can help you maybe make a informed decision, but at the end of the day, you have to think, well, where can I generate the most free currency from? And of course, that's why they limit the selection here in the Wish Shop. In terms of do you spend 4,000 of these wishing crystals for like Dong Zhao, for instance, or Sun Quan? Again, personal and player preference. Um, this is essentially free. These are essentially free crystals, and you do get enough per week and per day just to save up. You know, you're getting your 50 a day plus that, so you're getting 110 a day. Um, so you can inevitably get some of these transformation tokens here. So if you wanted to say, well, no, I'm cool, I'm just going to go down this path, and then obviously disregard the transformation, get your free dailies, pull, and you might get lucky. But if that's the strategy you want to play out, that's fine. Let me know in the comment section below. Do you want to spend lots of gold and maybe get a shot at some of those juicy transformations, or are you going to play it safe and maybe just go with the wishing well event? Of course, there are others that would dispute and say you should never spend anything on them. You should only ever buy your daily charms, and that's cool. If you believe that it is worthwhile buying out your legendary heart shards from here. Granted, you can only buy them once a day, and they're 3 shards each. At least you're going to be able to produce some sort of result. If you feel like that's much more worthwhile. In terms of me, I feel like transformation is where I'll be at. I really, to be fair, Dalshan doesn't do too much for my team at the moment, and I'm happy to hoard away and get one of these, which kind of concludes it kind of concludes the video for the day, in the sense that it's just another gotcha event. It's just another gotcha event. If you want to put your gold in there, put your gold in there. You do get gold back, so just remember there is a rate of return there for sure. You will get eventually the guaranteed papers every 20 pulls. You will get 12 of these guaranteed, so you should be in effect be able to buy. Um, you should be able to at least get a paper charm eventually. So you don't need to blow everything today. You can sort of keep doing the events as they come around for free, and you'll eventually get one as well. So I think that pretty much covers everything that I need to talk about in terms of the event. So if you know are happy to jump out now, if you don't want to see me make player progress, I'm cool with that myself. I'm going to do my daily. Ooh. Do my eyes deceive me? Did I get that? So I did my daily. It got me a black feather. I love that. I wanted to do some advancements. I'm going to do a separate video on my beast advancements. I did cover some of the strategies that I did in order to get that, and the reason why I have no gold, whereas I had like 13,000 yesterday. That's a lot of gold to spend. But yes, I've been making some advancements outside of this by using Ignates, so it'll be interesting. I did buy an additional selection chest shard with those 5 or 10 merits. But yes, that's about it. Now, what I wanted to do while I've got you here was to finish off my Zizhu. So I want to get my gear shards here. Where's my equipment? Shards. How many boots? Boots. Okay. So we're going to go into the arcade. We're going to go to the warrior tower. Equipment. Epic. And we're going to snag out 10 of the boot shards. And then go back into my bag. And it should, in theory, have enough to be able to do this. I feel like that's right. So we're going to grab 15 of those, and we can get out of that real quick. Like I said, damn it game, I'll cover the beasts later. So here we go. We've got my boots. So this should get us over 100 million. I feel like it's going to get us over 100 million. We should be able to get this up. We've got 70 million silver. In the beginning, I had not enough silver. Then we're going to engrave them. So we're going to get the set bonus of the eagle. I did cover briefly where we can get those. Basically, you can get these little basic They call basic engraving crystals. Hey, over 100 mil. Well, yes, it is. I love that. So if you didn't know, you can get some. Ooh, that's juicy. We'll collect that in a second. Um, if you go here, you go to main shops, you go to merit shops, you can get the basic engraving crystals from here. So make sure you are doing your expeditions and your cities every single day, and make sure you're getting your city loots every day. Because you're going to need a bucket load of these basic engraving crystals and basic relic crystals until you max them out, and then you're going to need advanced crystals after that. So you're going to need crystals. So get in the habit of doing your expeditions every day. Um, is there anything else that I wanted to talk about? I got my Dragon Lance, so that's where I spent my currency on. I got my Dragon Lance copy, so I needed 45 shards of him. I figured, why not? I could, of course, bought some of those little feather things, but it's not really worth it. Um, so I went with the Dragon Lance, and then I was like, you know what? Eh, screw it. So I went and did it for the Emerald Lyre as well. So I got both of those because I figured, two divine weapons aren't a bad investment in the end if you just bought shards. Of course, if you followed my previous video, you would notice that I also got the Daochan shards and made this beautiful lady here. Not to be confused with Dong Zhao, the fat man. I was going to, at some point, upgrade this bad boy. I feel like I was on the path to do it, but I just don't. Where is he? Where's my upgrade? Eh, I'll probably finish this guy off there. But what else did I want to do? Rank up. I kept clicking it, looking like, what is it going on here? Um, I need like 300 though. 300 is a lot. I'm gonna convert them anyway. I'm not gonna build anything else. So I've got 203 in there. What else do I have in terms of bag? Mm, is Dongjiao in here? Very nice, very nice. Ooh, I don't know though. Where's that chick? You know what? I'm doing the chick, alright? Don't ask questions. No, just a joke. So she's actually got an affinity with Dao Chan. So I have been trying to buy her copies whenever I see them. So Dongjiao, you'll have to wait. I'm sorry. But I know the next time that there's like a limited hero event, I'm going to get copies of you there. So I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Would have been nice to find a way to get him to +7, but it's going to have to wait. Um, where did I get those epic shards, you might be asking? Well, that's a great question. I actually ranked up to VIP 9 with that event, so I did get 200 of those smackaroonies there, and of course I got Danks as copy, and the lovely nobility title, which gave me some additional boosts. So I did do that. Make sure if you do have VIP, you go into your little guild and you give them your packets so everyone can progress together and be a good little guildmate. I will eventually get into here and do my daily quests for the Legion, but I think that pretty much covers everything. We did hit that 100 million, guys and girls, so thank you for your continued love and support. If you'd like to see more videos, please like and subscribe, and hit me up in the comment section if you have any particular questions. Right now, my goal is to hit level 70. If I hit level 70, that is when I will talk to you about that's when I plan to talk to you about my upgrading my beasts, because at level 70, you unlock one of these. And then I'll talk to you a little bit about the strategies I use to get one. Essentially, well, we'll talk about that in the next one. Let's just leave it at that. But I'll catch you in the next one, guys. See ya.